Hello and welcome everyone to what is probably the last episode of the last spell. This is the second attempt at what looks like the last boss. Let's play. So here's the situation, here's the base, bunch of traps. Boss is gonna sit here. I guess you will see. This is the team. And I have a good feeling that this time we'll manage. The first attempt didn't work out because I didn't have any melee heroes that were capable of going outside and extinguishing the fires. At least at the time. But we're a bit better prepared this time. Alright, so we have enemies coming from all directions. We have these fires to extinguish, and we have to do it before, I think, 2 turns end. These two won't be so hard. Actually, I could just jump this guy over. Or blink there. I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. This one's gonna be a bit more tricky. Because this hero is not yet in range to clear out any of those enemies. Neither is this one. Okay, teleport here. Get hopefully close enough. Barely not. Okay. Much better. I feel that this combination of weakening touch and lightning strike works quite well if the enemies are so clumped up together. This one would be my next favorite target, because they deal a lot of damage if you let them. Just like these ones, also a bit dangerous. So this one has no teleport, no blink I should say, but can jump over the wall here. Come on, jump. Fire a couple shots. And hopefully we'll manage to get to this one in the next turn. In hindsight I could have probably transferred enough move points. Wait, 1, 2, 3, no, wouldn't have worked. Right, so this one can teleport here, kind of fight the way through to this thing. These warp gates are super useful, especially here. Usually I use them around the base, so I can get from one side of the base to the other. But here on this map, since we need to go outside, it's much more useful to do it this way. And that's actually enough to extinguish this fire. Where do I want this hero next? So there are these two fires. We'll just go like this. Okay, she can just go there and extinguish the fire in the next turn. That's enough time. Let's use the debuff from this one on some of the enemies that are dodging and have armor. Which would make them weak enough to be killed by 1 or 2 of these shots. This one is sadly kind of out of range of everything, and I think I will just keep him here. Next round he will deal a bit more damage. So this one will be extinguished next round, no problem. And there's this one also to be extinguished next round. That's good so far, he can't do anything anymore. Okay. This one can at least get some of those enemies. Okay, we are out of moves. Shall I maybe move him a bit over there? No, I think this side will be covered by him. Okay, next turn. So this is kind of the counter that he does. Next turn or the turn afterwards he would deal some damage to this. Traps and Ballistae doing quite a bit of work. Okay, this one got stunned, that's not great. But at least hardly any damage taken. Okay. 2 for 6, yeah, okay, that's enough. Costs 2 action points to do this once. Needs to be done 3 times. That's it. Out of moves, out of action points, except for this one shot, and now it's time for him to go back inside. This one is stunned. Can be healed, I think, by this one. Closer. Still gotta use my action points also. I think I'm close enough. No, almost. Okay, perfect. That's a perch. Use those action points also. Okay, line of sight being blocked by this one. We're almost out of action points. This one's out of range of pretty much everything. I think I will pull her back inside onto the watchtower for extra range. Same for him. Next turn. This needs to be turned off. think those were all. This was also a mistake that I did in the last one, that I didn't check well enough if really everything is turned off, if I missed something. And here all the fires are off. Okay, and she's out of action points. Just get her kind of in position to do something next turn. Whereas this one can already go and deal some damage. Stun a bit. There's kind of a lot of enemies here. But they're also well taken care of by the traps. I think I will just snipe out the more dangerous ones that can shoot us. And maybe those that buff their friends. Those are a bit annoying also. Give armor to the others, which makes them harder to kill. Slightly out of range, this one's not out of range. Okay. Alright, we're out of actions on this weapon, we can switch to the other weapon. And that has a shorter range, but we can still... Wanted to be to do a little bit more damage here, but I guess we take what we get. Let's finish them off. So, this one has very little range with this weapon, but a lot of range, much more range with this one. Good shot. Also, propagation spread is quite high on him. I think I will go just with these. Okay, out of moves, almost out of moves. That's the turn, and we should be seeing. Exactly, this is perfect. Okay, so most of it is here now. 3 of them here, and there. Gotta get those fast. And those ghosts are dangerous. Stun, deal damage, not to be underestimated. Okay, what happened here? Damage and move point reduction. I think I can live with that. Since she's already close to this, let's just turn this off. This time it only takes 2, which is nice. Maybe a little bit more. Yes, perfect. Just enough move points and action points to turn this off. Maybe we can transfer a bit more. Yeah, well, this is not enough to turn it off, but next turn. Going to use this potion of invisibility, which increases dodge, just to protect her a bit, and the other protection that she will get is that I will just start shooting whatever I can hit. I think we'll start with this one. Nah, just out of range. Not even a good choice in this case. I think I will go with the higher range and more damage from the Tome of Secrets. Out of range. what we can hit. It's out of range in this direction. Come to think of it, this side is kind of unprotected. I think he will be focusing on that while she fights her way through to this soul vessel. Just not enough action points. Okay, trying to get her a bit out of harm's way. Potion of invisibility, 42%. This guy can just not reach this. I don't want to reach these, because they deal damage when they get the chance. So do these. Oh wait a sec, potion of energy. Yeah, could have, no, wouldn't have even been able to, out of range. Unless, yeah, she could have stayed here and I could have moved him over here and then throw the potion. No, I think it's still out of range. I mean, if I would have walked her like this, here she would be in range if he had been there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but he wouldn't have had enough range to get there, at least not in one turn. Okay, it's not so bad. What we also need is to get there. Let's do some damage to these. Not much damage. Something. Alright, what's the other target? She should be able to do this next turn. And she can spend the time to walk up there. And I think that's a good choice. Walk in that direction to get this thing. And deal as much damage as possible to those on the way. Would have got to take out this one next turn. Okay, this one still has some move. Shot, that's nice. Remove their capability to buff. Okay. all the things. Their turn. This one's dangerous now. And this one also. Okay, so this one needs to be taken out. Otherwise he will do a lot of damage next turn. For us, he's easy to take out. That's number one. So it would be better if I could get him back further. We'll need to take out this one because there's charge. Just gotta check how many soul vessels are left. Just this one. I don't really feel like counting, but I do feel that this one is the only one that has even a remote chance to get there, to do it this turn. So we have enough action points and we have enough move points. Perfect. What's a bit dangerous about this is that we managed to extinguish, which is nice, but now she's very exposed. Okay, give her some extra energy. Just to be able to get kind of out of the range of this one, because this one's definitely gonna deal some damage whenever he gets the chance. Ideally, I would like to take him out. I think this might do the trick. Who else was a prime target? There were some of the snipers or the hunters that have charged their weapons. Okay, I think we've extinguished all the vessels. Some of the move points to deal damage, and gonna follow up with a potion of invisibility, I think. Yeah, that's only one turn left. Get her a bit out of range, a bit more out of range. This one's a bit exposed. Okay, this one still has all the shots. absolutely worth it. Okay. I almost missed this one. This one needs to go. Chain lightning would actually have been nice here. We still have a scroll of that. Decent. Alright, all actions used. Let's see. Perfect. Yeah, these are a lot to turn off. That was actually officially the first damage to the wall in this run. I can live with that. So, this one just barely evaded that attack. It's good for us. Good for us. Can we take this one out? Yes. Now we can extinguish this. So, yeah, those are a lot of soul vests to extinguish, but at least it only takes one move. So, unfortunately, now he's out of movement. We turn on evasion. And really hope for the best. Please don't get killed next round. If it's a crit, it might be a kill, but it's not a crit. And since this is the mage that is very exposed there, I think I will use some more catapult charges to take out as much of those here as I can. Or maybe she will be the one who moves here to turn this off. I think that's actually a good move. That's why I picked Sword for these, because it gives them the extra mobility. They can deal damage and be mobile at the same time. So we used hardly any movement points to get here. Can extinguish the soul vessel. Can still do some damage to those. And end up here kind of as a protector for the mage, still close enough to the warp gate to then later on get here, because that will be the destination. There will be 3 of them to turn off. Here we have another 4 to turn off. And here we have 2. How do we get these 2? Okay. Well, for him really the only job is to take out as many enemies as you can, especially those that can shoot us back. These are also dangerous. We need that extra energy just to be on the safe side and take out some more of them. That's okay. One, two, three, four. No, that won't work. Except if maybe we make some space here. This one exactly. This one it was. Gives us enough space to move into this space. And over here. And turn off that soul vessel. And I would say move somewhere here to be in a good position to take out the next round. Seems like a safe enough spot. And we need to do something about this also. I think many of them will be taken out by the traps. Here I'm not so sure. Let's take out the bigger ones. Okay, they're over here. We'll need someone down there. And someone over here. I think this will take 1 or 2 turns to get these two with her. I think they will teleport over here and over here. I need to get that range also. +1 range now. This one's too strong for a single shot. Got this one, that's nice. Might as well use the lightning. No, not really any good targets for that. Okay, let's see what the enemy does. little bit of damage. Oh damn, he came in. Okay, that's actually not good. This guy came in. We definitely need to take him out. That was a kill actually, I didn't expect. Alright. Here's another one that came in. That's dangerous. If they can get 1 or 2 shots off on the core, that's the end. Can we do something useful with the lightning? Yeah, I think this time yes. Maybe I should have shot more a bit in this direction. Specifically to make space for her. Okay, I need to get here. I think I can actually nicely go through these 3. And this one. Extinguish. Okay. We're out of moves. Where do we go next? There's nothing to do. Here's nothing to do either. I think I will just move her down here. Yeah, seems like the best bet. Now this one. Take these out, that would be great. That's okay. If we can delay those a bit, the trap should get them next turn. Okay, these two still have their moves, these are the only ones. So, the moves that I wanted to do with them, I need someone down here. And so, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Can I save this? Yes, I can save this. Whew, okay. I didn't think of that before. So, here's the issue. We have these warp stones, and we cannot go there. So what we can do instead is we take this hero and shoot down this enemy, but this hero is out of moves. So what we do instead, take the catapult, which lucky for us doesn't do any friendly fire except in walls apparently. I haven't even considered that. Interesting, so catapults deal friendly fire to walls. but not to heroes, I think. And definitely not to traps. So to heroes? Yes, to heroes to deal damage apparently. You can see the symbol, it says please don't. Okay, so that means she's close enough to take out this vessel and still deal some damage to the others here. Just not enough. We can do this at least. Not great, not terrible. So at the same time, this one just has not enough moves to go this way. Should I even warp him in that direction? Because I will need to do something in here, and I mean here I think she's got it covered. Someone needs to go there. And this will take more than one turn. We're kind of running out of time. So yes, I think we need someone to go. Actually, I could maybe teleport this one also in that direction, but that doesn't really help that much. He already has so much range that he can do kind of... Let's see. I'm not sure exactly what to do, but let's see. Let's see what the enemy does. Things happening at the same time here. Alright, so this one I saw charging, which means I want to take him out. And I would have liked for that to take less shots. Now he could teleport over here. She doesn't have enough movement to go there in one turn, and in the next turn she would be able to turn off these three ideally. What's the strategy here? So basically this is game winning. Taking out these 4 soul vessels should win us the map. This one can teleport there, but then he's got only 3 moves left and that's not enough to get the soul vessels. This one has 70 move. And a blink. I think he has enough move points to... Yeah, actually. She has enough move points to get here. Yeah, this will work. I have a good feeling about this. Who teleports first? I think I will warp him in first. Because he has the potential to deal a lot of damage to these enemies. Would have hoped for a little bit more than that. Really? That was just 0 damage to this one? Okay. Now she can teleport in. One, two, three. Uh-oh, and this one's in the way. I have a bad feeling about this. Damn it, okay, so this will not work out, at least not with her. What else do I have? Five steps to get there. 1 step to get through. Warp. Okay, she can kind of do 1. 2, 4, 6. That should work. Let's go. Turn this one off. Next one. This guy. Turn this off. And all she needs is to get there, and that's just a little bit too little movement points. And lucky for us, we got a sword, so this doesn't cost movement. This is just enough, and just in case that this was not the end because I've missed something. This one's super exposed, so dead either way if that doesn't work. I hope this worked. Did I miss anything? No, I think this should be game. This should be it. Okay, I'm not 100% certain that this was it, so I'm just gonna still use up all the movement points, action points, whatever we can do to take out as many of them as we can before we go to the next round, which should hopefully be victory. Oh no, I missed one. Oh damn. Oh damn, I see it now. How did I miss this? Let's hope I'm not losing any of the heroes. Damn. That's a lot of damage. Alright, where's the... I think it's here. Yeah, that's the warp. Was this now actually the last one? Did I miss one? Did I miss one? I think those were all. This time for real. Okay. Not great. Kind of looks funny actually. I like his face. Bye. Really? One more? Okay. Let's get this one back to safety. Again, just in case this isn't over, but I think this time it should actually be over. Should have used the snipe shot directly. No, it's still not. That's not bad. I think that's actually perfect for a chain. I don't even think we need the weakening touch for this one. It even goes in the other direction. Did not expect that. Oh yeah, maybe this should have been what I should have started with actually. Because with this Yeah, before using the lightning actually. Then I would have 6 shots for the first round at least. Yeah, still good. Okay. I guess here all we can do is walk a bit through the enemy lines. That's all the actions. Please tell me it was the last one. It was not the last one. That's gonna be close. That's gonna be close. So 16,000 health. 1,600 armor. Some resistance. I mean, definitely we gotta start with weakening touch because it reduces the resistance. Thinking even to pull this one in that direction. I mean, what can we do? We're kind of all in anyway. So I just want to get these out of the way. Now I have to put everything on this guy. I'm not even sure that I will manage in one turn. And if I don't, then whatever's coming through here will probably tear up the base. Not just probably. Okay, how much armor? That's 9. Yeah, kind of. Let's just put it almost all on this guy. Okay, he's out of armor. I think she should be able to hit him with 6 magic missiles. Okay, it's a start. Get another 6. Whew. I am relieved. Yeah, this will actually work out. I did not expect that it would be that easy. 16,000 sounded like a lot actually. That sounds like there is another one then. Huh, not the last boss. But what does that mean? So we still have some twist at the end. Now it's us. Okay. Alright. Seems like we are not done yet. It was not the last spell. Thanks for joining in. See you next time.